What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, Bitman TV. You know I cover UFC, WWE and AEW. So today we're covering Wrestlemania Backlash. So before this used to be called Backlash, but they've now changed to Wrestlemania Backlash, I think, to give it some more of a WrestleMania vibe. Yes, right next to me is a bar, a weight bar. Yeah, that's correct. You are thinking that because I'm doing this in my mum's basement. So obviously, once I can get in my studio and get things popping, and this channel gets off the floor, I have more than 5 followers at some point, 5 subscribers at some point, then we can actually upgrade. But until now, I'm stuck in here in my mum's basement. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and follow me on Instagram below. So, WrestleMania Backlash show. It starts off with Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. This is a rematch from the WrestleMania match, which Cody won. Great match. These two, awesome match, awesome back and forth, awesome counters. Solid match. If you haven't seen it, definitely go and watch it. But in the end, Cody wins in a great match. Next match was Bobby Lashley versus Omos. Was a okay match, I suppose. Omos is obviously limited in what he can do. He's not your high flyer. He's not your most technical wrestler due to his size. But they did the best they can do in that. There was interference. MVP interfered and hit Bobby in the neck with his pimp stick, whatever you call it. It's cane, which cost Bobby Lashley the match. I knew Bobby would lose this anyway. But yeah, good win for Omos. See what happens there. I don't know if they're building up Omos to be the next sort of monster, the next Braun, the next Big Show, potentially. Potentially building him up to championship caliber title contender, potentially, as he has the mouthpiece now with MVP, which he definitely needs. So see what happens. That's a big win for Omos regardless. Edge versus AJ. Now, this was another great match. Obviously, both of these two can go. AJ is phenomenal. He's the phenomenal former 2-time WWE champion. So yeah, it was a great match between the two. Back and forth, counters a lot. Obviously, Edge is a Hall of Famer, 11-time world champion. So yeah, it was a great match. And in the end, there was interference from Damian Priest and a hooded assailant who came down and interfered in the match, costing AJ the match, and Edge won, and the hooded person revealed to be Rhea Ripley. So she's part of now the newly formed crew called Judgment Day, and they're going to judge you on any day. Then you had Ronda Rousey versus, excuse me, Charlotte Flair. Great match. Obviously, both of these two can go. Personally, I think Charlotte is one of the greatest wrestlers, probably the greatest female wrestler of all time. And I think she's anyway. She's got the title wins to prove it as well. So she went back, and it was a good back and forth match. Ronda's obviously coming up. Ronda's obviously not been the game as long as Charlotte, but she does a great job. And in the end, it was a anything goes match as well. But in the end, Ronda Rousey won with an armbar with a chair, which looked quite gruesome. So yeah. Congratulations to Ronda. She's a new SmackDown's Women Champion. So congratulations to Ronda. Then we had Madcap Moss versus Corbin in a pretty spirited match. Good match back and forth between the two. But in the end, Madcap won via a roll-up. And then in the main event of the evening, it was Roman Reigns and the Usos, the Bloodline, versus RK Bro and Drew McIntyre. Obviously, all of these guys can go. Super good match, flipping everything's going off. RKOs, spears, claymores, you had everything that you wanted in the match was happening in the match. Definitely a solid match here. There's a so basically the match ended by a super RKO on Jay, like off the top rope by Riddle. Totally took out Jay, totally took him out. And then Roman sneaks in with the spear and gets the 1, 2, 3. Still the tribal chief, still the bloodline. There wasn't anything on the line really in this match. It was just a a 6-man tag on a pay-per-view, so wasn't anything on the line. It was originally meant to be title versus title, a tag team title unification match versus RK Bro and the Usos, but in the end it didn't happen. It just turned out to be a 6-man tag, which was still good. But yeah, I think it was a solid pay-per-view, and if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, follow me on Instagram below. Get me out of this place. Take care.